This in? Ah, there we go. That's fine. Now let's go to the
Copy that.
success. We got another spy in. So we got one spy in each of the 3 territories I know about around. Not quite enough to get the detailed info I want. We'll keep trying to sneak them in. Beyond that, though, I'm going to wait on it. Man, I want to do this, but I only have an 11% success chance. It's a lot of points for an 11%. I wish I could get this person boosted, but I don't know of how to do it. I can't even the advisors and such never been able to actually get to affect that kind of thing. So if I go look at my personnel, I've got this advisor guy sitting around doing nothing. He's got tech, science, and inventor, but he doesn't have prospecting. So I don't know if his 52 int is going to supersede. He's going to have a 47 roll for prospecting versus who's doing this again? What are you getting? Yeah. If he advises and actually does give his number instead of Willie here's, that's another 17%. That gets it up to almost 28 if that's what actually happened. Let's try it. I'm curious. I'm curious. So it's nation. Or no, I just need to attach. Come here. Come here, you. All attach to
Aye, aye, sir.
all right, so he's been attached. So now if I check that, I'm hoping to see a better number for that card. So nation zone. Yeah, is a better. All right, so yay. So now I can max out at 158. So that's what? 33% chance? I think that number I'm willing to take. And if it tells me there are no deposits, I'm just going to get unhappy. If I succeed the roll and they say, sorry, there's just nothing in your territory. There never was. You're just screwed. And then I'll get unhappy. Let's try it. Let's see what we roll. 99. So we didn't quite make it. Oh well. We rolled a 41. All right. Well, we tried. At least I got a better understanding of how that whole process works. I think we're done. Let's see. Who tries to? I don't think he'll try to break out. That would be pretty silly with those units so banged up. If he tries to rescue or something with his other units, though. Try to make a light tank to bust soft targets up. Love to. It's just that it's going to be like 40 turns before I can actually do it. So no counterattacks, 3 decisions. Where's my free stuff? We got bureaucracy. All right. Got our archaeology effort back and our spy back. Yeah, leader with low relation. Anything change over here? Still surrounded. Still hanging out there. So, all the way back up to 58, 38, and 66. And they were at 777, so they've replaced some men, regained some readiness. Their entrenchment value is pretty bad, though. 15, 22, and 39. And we're going to hope to reduce that even further with another artillery barrage. And then my units are, we're fully supplied, so that's good. At least our supply network is holding up to the strain, having so many units on one edge of it. And we got all the replacements in place. So readiness is the problem. So if you're looking at these unit cards, it took me a little while to figure some of this stuff out. But the little pips across the top are their action points. So some of these guys are still missing some pips. They're not fully ready to go. The color of the bar here is their readiness value. So green, solid green, like these guys, means they're completely ready. We look here, 98% ready. Close enough. Whereas the yellow guy here is only at 51. And I guess that's, there's a blue guy here. He's kind of even lower at 43. So the color of the bar indicates their readiness. The number indicates their strength towards their full TOE. So if I lost a guy or two, this would be an 8 or 7 or whatever. We fully replaced everybody. Like, he's down a guy. He's only at 5 out of, I think his TOE is 6. So that's what it is. The number is their strength, and the bar color is their readiness. Let's yeah. And the length of the bar indicates what percentage of towards their total TOE they are. So when you see a 5 and it's not all the way to the end, you know he's only got like 6 or so total strength normally. Whereas these guys, where the bar is so short, that's because they are really short on their normal strength level, which is probably 10. So they only got 2 units out of the 10 that would be the fully equipped unit. And I can't replace them. These guys are use and lose, as we just demonstrate the losing portion of them. So again, I have to make the decision. Go in now with both me and him being a little weak? I think I have to. I don't think I can afford to keep waiting. He's just going to keep regenning his troops, too. Oh, look, those guys, yet again, want me to take their candidate. And every time I refuse, this guy gets more and more unhappy with me. Fine, send me another idiot. Arlene. All right. Didn't make the listing here. Hey, Arlene. Cap 1 with a little bit of leadership and a little bit of agriculture, at least. But pretty bad otherwise. Bad. So who are we doing here? Military Research Council, and I got nobody. Hey, Secretary, how would you like to be in charge of the Military Research Council? No skills. Guess not. Well. 17 intelligence with no stats. I'm going to put him in charge of my military research. Hey there, Brander buddy. Nowhere at the moment. It's a preview of the game. It's only available to folks that are kind of connected to Slitherine Matrix and able to get advanced copies that we can kind of show off and let people know that it's coming. But at the moment, it's not available. You can see it on the Steam page, but you can't quite get it yet. Oh yeah. I'm one of those cool guys. Oh, this sucks. Man, I hate this. Hey, Arlene, you got a suitability of 16. I want you on the list, although you really only are because of your agriculture. A tiny bit more intelligence than these other idiots. I got some really bad leaders in my available pool right now. They're all going to learn. They're all starting out from very bad stats and skills, and are all going to learn really slowly. So they're all terrible. I could. Let's burn a strat card again. I need somebody better because this is an important post.
Yes, sir.
Please tell me you got something better. Nope. Oh. All right. Well, what other fact? Meritocracy. Not a member of one of the this week. Okay. All right, we're gonna put you in.
Affirmative.
That causes pain. Those guys are so bad. So bad. Nah, can't do that, but I need to save some points for a bit. Alright, so these guys, nothing's moved on the border up here. He's just going to post up on our favorite little stretch of crossroads and stay. I think I'm going to move him out anyway. Maybe we can get him down south to be effective. I'm going to need scouts down south more than I am up here. No free militia this round, though. We didn't get that one roll. Who else did we get? Got bureaucracy. That got us bureaucratic bonus of plus 40%. I think that's BP bonus points, which is not quite directly not directly BP. I think it's a little hard to tell sometimes with so many numbers that they use. Some of them have a lot of similar names. And then governor convention and bureaucratic push, but those require the interior council. Yeah, interior council. All right, we don't have one. So we'll get the bonus for the bureaucratic, but we won't get those. All right, so nothing there to really interest me. On the front of our stuff, again, now we're log jammed on metal. That's not going to change until we finish this fight and we start getting a recycler built. Still haven't found any new resources. Zone. Water. Not a single new resource still. Alright, how are we going to finish this fight off? Same as before. Let's go in with the, well, he's not the big guy now. I guess he's the big guy. Actually, these, oh, that's right. I wanted to see if I could combine. We might not get the opportunity. These two are identical, and I'm curious if I can combine them into one. Don't know that I can. Can other units, but these are independents. I'm not sure it'll work. I don't want to test it in this circle. So, if we send him in, 2.2 to 1, all by his lonesome, such a lie. He would get killed so easily. Let's include that is you. Let's include you and you. All the guys on the outer edge. 3.3 still. 3 points up. Cancel. Keep forgetting. Bombard first for him. Soften them up first. Come on, get a kill. 2 hits so far. 3 hits.
Affirmative.
4 hits, so we got a little bit of an effect. Dropped readiness down a bit. Dropped morale just 1, and dropped a little bit more of the entrenchment. So every bit helps. All right, now set. Let's see. Want both of you going in. Oh, already did your thing. And yeesh, 3.3. All right, I got to add in these others. I got to get more bodies thrown at the problem here. Human wave attacks. Send them all. 6 to 1. 6 to 1 with 3 Galactic Republic troops, 6 infantry brigades with a mix of infantry and machine guns after a bombardment round. Alright, here we go. See how many more we lose. Alright, so we won. We didn't lose any of my most valuable troops. These two and this bottom one are the GR troops, Galactic Republic troops. So we didn't lose any of the heavy hitters. That's great. We did lose a few of the regular infantry, but that was expected. And now they have died and or fully surrendered. Not retreated, not moved anywhere, surrendered. So they're all done. There you go. That's what I hoped to achieve. This is the fight I would have achieved had I gone in 1 turn later. As I explained earlier, I knew I probably should have been a better call and just waited 1 more round to get a little bit more bombardment and bring a little more firepower forward to tip that balance. And you can get numbers here, and if you really want numbers, you can click on here. And the numbers get really small, and my face gets really big as I try to lean in to actually read these really small numbers. Oh my god, those numbers are small on a high-res monitor. Crazy. Alright, I can make them out, sort of, but you can go round by round. You can pick a round that you're curious about. You can pick the unit you want to track stats on, and then it'll show you all the information about what that unit did, what it experienced, what happened to it, and so on. So a lot of details in here if you choose to go to that level. I've so far been pretty happy with just these top 2 levels. Show me all the explodey skulls, and then I'll occasionally look here so I can see the details. But I have yet to go into the detail screen and actually pick this apart. One of these days, maybe. All right, victory! We have conquered the territory. I'm hopeful, like I said, that I think these are going to disappear, but I'm not 100%. But let's get some units in here to claim it. And I'm just going to let this sit. I'm not actually going to fight this guy. I'm going to wait till next round to see what happens. So we're done over there. I want to move anybody. No. What I do need to do, though, is set up or check my reinforcements. So replacement troops. I almost had it. We almost had it. We're one shy. So give me one more of these guys. Actually, give me 6 of these guys. That will replace the 1 and leave me my 5 in reserve. And I think we did lose. I have only 2. I think I had 3. No, if I had just lost them, they would be listed here. So we're okay. All right, so we got a little bit of a surplus there. I'm not gonna front fill too much of the reserve units right now. The hope is that we can now go on a more defensive economy building front because I really, really, really want that space there so I can get building the ruins. I think I can queue up this turn. Maybe, maybe not, because no, we held it this turn and we had it connected, so I think I can. Let's find out. So oh, it's saying not connected to the capital. Oh, it hasn't officially changed hands yet. I do have to wait till next turn. All right, so we'll wait on that. We got to wait till things sort out, and this is going to create a new zone that we'll have to deal with, and they're going to be pretty unhappy for a while. Good thing we have money stacked up. All right, so we'll wait for that to change to occur, and then we'll get all that figured out. Don't need you. Got my border patrols. Gonna hold on to our resources for now. Stacking up a little bit of metal and commerce. Because what we want to build over on that other space is the recycling center. Right there, recycling facility. So I'm going to need machinery. We've got 15 of those. 2 rounds of 125, so we've got just over the amount we need to get that done. And a total of 100 metal, which we've also got currently. So with our current stockpiles, we can actually get this built. But it's going to start next round, take 2 rounds to build, and then start producing. So I'm still looking at like 3 turns away before I'll actually start getting an input of these materials. So we're going to get 5 rare earth, 30 fuel, and 40 metal production increase per round. Not counting any bonuses I get for good managing for the network. So that's the plan. So I'm going to keep things. I'm not going to spend anything right now. We're still building up. If I hit 20,000, I might back off on our recruitment because the division strength groups that I can bring up at the headquarters is about 19.9 or whatever that number was. And that's good enough. I'll probably back off that at that. Okay, I think I'm just going to let the turn pass. Can't think of anything else I really want to get done. I'd like to build up a few more PP before I start spamming these out again. Oh, do I send a spy out? I really need a scout. Can't even pick this guy that's actually diagonal down. Yeah. So we got a critical success. Exactly what I was hoping for. So we rolled 50 over the difficulty. So we needed 95 for a crit. We ended up with a 108 total. So that drops 2 spies into the spot. So now we should have 3 over there. Go look at our spies report. Yeah, we have 3. Apparently, we lost our spy in Holocon. They caught my spy in Holocon. We're at 0 there. But the 3 is going to be great. They stick around for a turn or 2. I'll get a full map of their area. So I won't have to scurry around there. It'll fill in all this black with at least an overview of their... Whoa. Hey there, Red Club. Is that a brothel? Yep, that's a brothel. So there's a zone bonus. So morale growth +2. If we can go get it. But that's the kind of thing we're hoping for. So my spies gave me, the one spy I had over there gave me this limited view and identified that. Now that I have 3 over there, I should get a pretty good look. That'll be good. All right, let's go ahead and hit the end turn. See what happens. My understanding is that I'm scrolling back to the chat here. My understanding is the dev did say something to the effect of there won't be an editor. There's something about the way this one works with all the procedural stuff that's involved that makes an editor difficult slash unworkable. I don't know. I don't know the details, but I believe that. Okay, no losses, no kills, 4 decisions. What did we get? We got another unlock on our profile bonuses, so that's good. We conquered a zone, so we've now gotten awarded a fate point, that little sun symbol point, the really good ones. And then we got sealed tech, or sealed roads discovered as a tech, so we can start researching that. We also found padded environment suit. That is pretty important for our war effort, because that will send the hit points. If all I do is upgrade my machine guns, for example, to use a padded environment suit, they go from like 25 hit points to 125 hit points. Huge, huge upgrade. Just that one tiny little thing. Alright, more fate stratagems. Cool. That'll give us some options. I'll have to look at that one and see if I'm willing to take it for the negative for the 3 more fate points it'll give me. Got our spy back, more archaeology. Yeah, reduce unrest. I know, that city's going to be unhappy. Alright, so, as I suspected and thought I remembered, we didn't have to take those extra fights. So his other troops disappeared as soon as we took the capital. So I'm glad I didn't waste any effort. These guys are considered in a different zone. Oh, they're being included in the zone for the main capital. I might have to redraw those borders. Don't have a lot of space for our capital zone currently, so maybe not. This bugs me how it kind of crab arms its way over here. I'd like to just redraw it so that all of this is part of this. So I don't have a lot of experience and practice yet with multi-zone development and coordination and so on. But now effectively we have 2 different zones. So there's only one strategic HQ still, so I still have this one SHQ and all the stockpile materials feeding both. But there are times, apparently, that are going to come that I'll want multiple SHQs with their own independent supplies networks and stockpiles and so on. And when and how to make that call, I have no idea yet. For now, I'm going to hope that one SHQ continues to get the job done. But we now have an unruly city that we got to deal with. I should now have the ability to develop this, but it's being developed in a zone that's not. It's a little rambunctious. So we go take a look. It's a small town too. The only assets there are the Dome Farm 3. That's it. And then there's 2 communities of free folk, that one and that one. And that's all this place has. So border extends all the way out to here, so that's nice. It extended my border. So we know that major has kind of come down to that point and then stopped. So far, we're seeing no resources, but it did open up quite a bit more land that maybe we'll get some resources from. Please, metal, please. Metal would be nice. Please, metal. We're generating more energy now because we got this, the Fuzzy Springs geothermal, the geyser turbine. So now we have extra energy being pumped in that we're not using. So, well, let's finish looking at this. So we've only got the Dome Farm. That's it. That's the only thing here. Part of the Thraxian Empire, of course, and it's Terrania. So it has low happiness. We got to fix that. And we've got no workers currently, so that's why it says unknown here. We don't have them working it. Let's see. Population is crafting they're building a transport hub, which is good. We're going to need that. We'll let them do that, so I won't bother doing it myself. How are the logistics currently? Now that we've had this change occur, we're good on logistics. Everybody's getting all their supplies. How? Okay, seems a little weird to me that branch that's coming through the city has got good logistics, but okay. Not sure I followed that exactly. So they're building a transport hub. We'll let them do their thing. I need to pump this city up. That's partly why, another reason why I've been saving credits is because now I am going to pump this city up. So let's, oh, we don't have a governor yet. We need a governor. Let's see. Do we stay with the barracks research or do we switch to sealed roads? I'm going to stay with the barracks if we finish it.
Yes, sir.
And then the new governor. So at least Arlene has a suitability rating of 18. She's got some interpersonal and technical skills. So she's got leadership of 17. That works. And a little bit of agriculture. And an okay intelligence. Still bad capability. She's definitely the one we're sending. Got 50 now, and she gained 20. We're gonna make her even happier in a second. Already it qualifies to be upgraded. 10 of my precious PP. I don't know this. I don't know the exact consequences of this kind of call. I'm just gonna go ahead and say yes. Get it done. All right. That major demands release of another spy. He keeps sending spies at me. 7 PP back again for the return of your spy, huh? This again. What are my ranges currently? 6 would take me to 49, which still would not get me over the 50 number I need to get to the next level of the feature bonuses. Oh. Here, and I don't want to keep raising that one. Or do I? At this point, it may be a lost cause. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's what I'm going to have to do because it's looking like it's going to be a tough road to get back to my. Well, I got meritocracy back in the lead, but 33 and 43 are the other two I was hoping to put into the lead. So if I take if I execute the spy, it's going to make them a bit unhappy with me. I've finished the only fight that I know I'm going to have in the near future, so if I had to, I could put troops on the border with him. It might be time to stop coddling that major. Because the flow is wrong. It's flowing the wrong direction. I'd rather get in my little boat with my half-broken paddle and paddle my way against the flow. Part of the problem with making these decisions is I don't yet know all the advantages for the different things, and holding them kind of in stasis at 40s can be pretty powerful, because if you can manage to get all of them at 40s, then you would be getting progress towards unlocking everything in this first category. So you would get all of these bonuses. If you could hold them all in the 40 area, then all of these would be unlocked and you get every single benefit in this first column. So I can see that there are some advantages to trying to do that, trying to hold that middle ground, keep everything balanced, get all these bonuses that you can get. That might be a powerful strategy versus trying to push certain ones high to get these likely more powerful bonuses out this way, but at the expense of the other ones. So I don't yet know all of these bonuses. There's a lot of info, a lot of stuff on this screen, a lot of bonuses that aren't just these cards and figures you see. So when you get accomplished envoys, that's great, but you also get plus 30 to all your diplomacy rolls. Just blanket across the board. So you get that, and you get access to that card if you have an interior council. So there's so many layered effects, layered bonuses, and so on. And I don't know all these yet because I haven't played it for 500 hours. Later, if I do play it for 500 hours, I'll know all this stuff, and I'll just automatically be able to make these decisions. But for now, it's still a bit of analysis paralysis in regards to some of these things because it's hard for me to gauge the advantages of pushing something super high versus maintaining mid-level numbers and taking the early bonuses. So I think for this one, let's just start executing spies. Let's just commit to the fist.
Yes, sir.
That's my campaign slogan. Just commit to the fist. Yes, I'm aware how it sounds, but it doesn't mean what you think it means. Alright, so, relations deteriorated. They don't tell me how much. They just tell me this, but they don't tell me how much of a negative. Thanks, game. Thanks for telling me super graphic detail about certain things, but not others. Why or where it makes those decisions, I don't know. Alright, so decisions are done. Nothing's changed up north. He hasn't moved. Oh, see, we got more info. Holy crap. What the? You really bought 3 of those things? Alright. I guess. So, there's an Azure blower. That is yet another power generator that I won't be able to use forever to go along with the luxury brothel. And that's it in this territory, apparently. That's his entire border, it looks like. Who are these guys? Are these aren't slavers, right? Are these all mech units? Did I not notice these are all mech units somehow? Just says surviving AI minor regime. There's different types of these things. Like these guys up here are raiders. The guys I just conquered were farmers. I wonder if these are all AI or all mechanized units. These guys aren't super tough. Don't be too impressed with what they look like. There's a card you can draw that gives you these things that you can spend the fate points on. I just don't know if he's spent fate. I don't think miners have fate points, so I don't think he could have done it that way. So I suspect these are just his base units, and that there is no city in here. I do see a ruins, so it's mine. I own it. This is all my territory. You're just standing on it temporarily for me. But we're definitely going to need to run a road over there. So whether I come off of like this branch and run a road right up through here where the light train is and connect out this way so I can get my recycling center built and then get all these bonuses. So these guys aren't super strong, but yeah, I wonder if they're all mech walkers. All right, well, I can't do anything about that for the moment. We're just going to stay in our current positions with those militia units. Tempted to send this guy up there so we can get better recon now that I've seen that, because we got most of the map filled in over here. I do need to make sure I finish this section, because there's stuff down here, even though it's heading to the polar ice cap. Let's do that first. Let's get this guy down. Let's make sure I don't have any surprise raider attacks from the south like I've had a few times before. You're done now. We can get you moving. We can push our boundaries again. Let's go up to this way to once again seal our border with the major. Well, hi there. You're part of the majors. All right, so we got wrapped around a little further before he pushed south. Oh, he's drilling a road down this way too. I see how you are. I am happy to cut your road network off. I'm not sure why you're bringing it this direction. But I'm happy I cut it off for you. Alright, who else? I think the rest of these are all, except for these 2 militia, I think these are all regular army units. I would rather not spread them out all over the place if I can avoid it. Now is when I want those buggies. Maybe I should go make a buggy. What do you think? Do we need a buggy? I think we might need a buggy. Let's get these guys organized to, let's see, where to go next though. I assume there's nobody south of me that I'm going to have to deal with. Doesn't necessarily mean this area is clear, but until I get a road myself built over there, I'm tied to this position and about, not much more than what was actually mapped currently. So pushing further is great for informational purposes, but I'm not going to be able to retain it reliably. So I think I'll just rely on this guy to peel up the border one more round, then he's going to have to spin around and come back home. He'll be out of range. Do I have anything other than regular infantry down here? all regular infantry and the GR units. Yep. All right. So the only militia units are this guy and this. Yep, that's it. All right. So 2 militia. Where do I want to post them? They're more border guards, scouts, delaying tactics than anything else. So I think I'd like one at least down this way. Send you. Oh, you're the strong one though. Yeah, it's gonna be. You head that direction. You, I think I'm gonna post up on the major's border. Send you up that way. Either hang out there or here. Everything else is GR or regular army. So all my GR units. I think you guys have to go north. Get you back in range of either the capital for the major or to deal with these guys. So, I care about trashing their effectiveness, giving them a. They're going to lose effectiveness just by traveling anyway. And I don't have a road over there at the moment. A lot of consideration. Alright, let's just do marching back. And 2. I'm going to try to get these 2 units into the same space. Next round, I'll get these 2 units in the same space. We'll try to satisfy that question on whether or not I can combine them. I am unsure. Alright, these other units, let's get you guys grouped up into your appropriate task. Let's do some interface adjusting. So I want, not you guys, I want this. You. I want unit admin. Where did the option go? Forgetting? I think I'm forgetting for that. I wanted to change their colors. I'm pretty sure I'm on the right screen, unless you have to achieve something before you can unlock it. I was under a sub. Yeah, I was under a sub. Alright, come here, you. That's not nearly noticeable. Bright red, please. Or as bright red as it'll get. And you, the headquarters. Dark. Alright. I want more distinction between my various units. That's a lot easier to see. So I can tell these 2 are completely different operations. So all the red guys go to the second, all the blue guys go to the first. So you go there, you go there, you go there, and you go there. Okay, here. Alright, there we go. We have the infantry command, the headquarters, and the 5 associated units, as well as... Alright. I like agency in my interface. I don't like colors that are just lightly shaded pastels a bit too close to each other. Give me nice, bold color choices. Make my life a little easier. Alright, so we'll worry about moving or doing something with these guys, but we got the 2 army groups fully reset. We're going to give them some time to recover all that readiness that they lost in all those fights. So I just want them to sit here for a couple of turns, get fully refreshed and ready to go for the next fight. And we'll move all these other units around. Okay, so that's it for, I think, most of the movement. Do I go buggy building? First, we're going to call the governor. Hey, Gov. Arlene. How you doing?
Copy that.
We need to chat. I'm going to send you some money. I'm going to send you a bunch of money. You better be happy about it, you and your population. We're going to pay the workers. We're going to not recruit anybody. Do I send colonists? That's actually a good question. The guy's already 60,000 people. I don't think I'm big enough to worry about transporting colonists from my main city to this one right now. Although I could send them over as pure workers. Well, I'll think about that. We're going to leave this alone for the moment, though. No recruit bonus, no colonists. I'm not going to worry about that. Not going to worry about that. Yeah, until I get the buildings built, is the rest of this is relevant. But I want you to be happy. We're going to try to buy happiness. We're going to pump cash into the economy. I'm going to dump my funds into the private economy. We're going to pay the workers when they show up. And I tell you what, even if they don't show up, I want 2,000 workers. And I know there's advantages and disadvantages here, but again, I don't know enough about the mechanics to say 100% why or when it would be a good idea to switch from the unincorporated to the regular. If I stay unincorporated, I don't think the negative effects are going to affect the overall one, something like that. So until I get things under control, it might be better to stay unincorporated. Let's do that. We'll stay unincorporated until we get a little bit better under control. We get happiness, we get some workers, and we see things starting to turn. Then we'll switch it. All right, confirm. This thing here is what I want to work on. I want to construct a recycling facility. It's going to need some of those workers. And we got everything else we need to get it done. It'll have to transport over here. Hopefully my network can handle it. That is of paramount importance. So let's get that started. That'll give the workers somewhere to work. We can pay them the money we're paying them. Beyond that, want to redraw borders? Yeah, let's redraw borders. Just because. Let's wait around. We'll finish exploring, then we'll redraw. I don't know if I want to split this or give all of the southern section to the main one or what. All right, so we got our building going. That commits a bit of our resources. Look at that food. Look at that food. I should have turned on emergency food out. I think I should have done. You guys still working on the trucks? You were supposed to, oh, you don't have the money yet. Right, I just gave you. Good on replacement troops. Don't need any there. I can't remember if I'm building any sets. So just they're building a scout station in Odessa, and I'm not building anything. Have I gone up a tech level? I don't remember. No. All right. Thinking about the oh, yeah. All right, got some more growing. All right, let's just hold our resources. We don't have enough laying around. I don't have a super critical immediate need. Other than, what was I talking about earlier? Buggies? I am kind of anxious to get some buggies. We got some moving. I would like to maybe draw some. So if we go independence, battalion only for buggy. 125 of my very limited metal. That's what I'm worried about, the metal. Nah, we're going to hold off. I've already, unless I draw roads, my buggies are limited in what they can get to anyway, and they're not really going to help me currently until I get some range bonuses. I guess they could go up the road here, but that would be their only destination at the moment. So yeah, let's not do any of that. Strat cards, covert ops, sun spy again. Oh, we got more miners out that way, do we? He's down in the south. That's not good. high state, the major, Holocon that I lost my spy from. Let's take a look. Let's send a return spy back to Holocon. Dang it! Really hoping to get a double. All right. Oh, we did get the fate point I need to look at. Nation. So, all right. So we picked up some new fate cards. There's a negative one. Where did the negative one go? That one. Radiation leak. So what are you going to do? Random zone will get 4d10 increase in danger, and we get 4 fate points. I think I'd be okay with that at this point. I'm about to. My armies are pretty much completely free, so I've destroyed all of the enemies nearby. So if I put it, oh, it said random, didn't it? Couldn't put it on either, but I think we're fine either way. So the danger level is none. There's no danger in this area, and there's only a tiny bit here. So I think I'm willing to do it. I want the card. I want the points. So we're going to go ahead and raise our danger level and gain 3 more fate points. That'll bring me up to 6. That'll give me some room to move as we gain new cards, pay for some expensive ones. There we go. So we gained 27 points, huh? All right. And let's see. If I do the archive now, we got 6 points. Only costs 2 for a random tech. Or I can do feasts. This is worker and population happiness of selected zone increased. So I'm going to wait around, and then I'm probably going to play this card on the new zone that we just created. That will help raise their happiness of the workers and the pop. I could also calm them down. That drops unrest. Traveling teachers is a school. Might want that in my home zone right now to help bootstrap our ratings so we can unlock some of these other things. We're gonna wait. Yeah, I'm gonna do this on our home zone. Alright, got the private school. That's gonna help a number of ratings. Those we're gonna do next turn. That'll get me back down to 1. So basically I'm trading all that fate that we earned from that negative event, and some of the effect it had is going to get bled off because we're going to make everybody happy as possible. We're dumping money in, we're dumping fate in, just to settle down the natives that we just conquered as quickly as possible. Alright, we're done there, and done movements. We're all set. If somebody declares war on me, we should hopefully have a little bit of peacetime so we can get some units, some economy done. Hey there, verifiably. I had a chance to, calm down. My issues with it are still the same. They haven't changed. I'm trying to embrace the suck. So I've been able to demonstrate today some of the wild swings that I've talked about. I've learned quite a bit about the game, and I sat down the last day or so in an off-camera game just so I could get a handle on a few things. And I still have issues. I still think the random is way too random for a game that's all about making very carefully judged and managed decisions with very influential positive and minor or positive and negative consequences, where you agonize over the smallest percentage of this and percentage of that, and then all of a sudden they hand you 400 units of Galactic Republic infantry that is a city cracker that renders all your previous decisions largely moot. So I still have issues with the random swings, both for and against the player. And I think there's too much just random, and relying on that as some form of difficulty factor. I don't like using random as a sub-in for some kind of an artificial difficulty factor instead of making things smarter or play better or things like that. Just random. I don't like that. But I like enough about the game. I'm really trying to push past those, and I'm hoping that what I'll find is that if you can at least put up with or survive the early game wild random swings of events that you crit fail and cause cascades, or being handed super units, or having the enemy be handed super units, I'm hoping that once you get past the first 30 or 40 turns, and you get some kind of an economy going, you get worked into the tech tree and upgrades and all that, that you won't notice or feel those as much. I mean, if on turn 200 I get handed a dreadnought class bolo unit that is a literal city killer that just wanders the map, destroying entire army groups on its own, then I'll know that that's not the case, and that you continue to be handed stupid, powerful, ridiculous stuff that just totally invalidates your own careful choices and decision making. I really hope that's not the case. So I hope it's just for some reason the front end of the game is front loaded with this kind of stuff, and that the consequences taper off as you advance. So I haven't played it enough to know for sure yet, but I like so much of what it's trying to do and what it's showing me that I'm willing to set aside my opinions on certain things for a while. I'm still going to be vocal about it. I'm still going to express my opinion and explain my standpoint and why I think certain things. But yeah, I'm not going to sugarcoat it and just gush. But I like a lot of what it's trying to do. I really, really want to play the game and want to experience this fine assembly of overlayered systems. But I keep getting pushed off it by some of the early stuff I'm encountering. And hopefully some feedback of mine will have some effect or make a difference at some point. We'll see. All right, so high velocity guns we discovered. We haven't fully researched, but it's discovered. No, it does not have. I don't know. Maybe it does. I couldn't tell you. I've only seen the first 40 or 50 turns, period. And that doesn't get hardly anywhere into the game. So 232 metal. Yay! Big old metal deposit handed to me. And that looks like that's it for that one. Yes, hey game, I would love to do IP protection. Thank you very much for the tip. I can't until I get this other stuff done. They tell you it's a good idea to do it. They don't tell you how to actually manage it, though, because you don't have 1,500 metal laying around. Okay, what are we looking at? Any changes? Everybody's still on the border like before. No change there. No border movement here. He's parked and didn't expand that way, so we're going to push one more round that way. Notice the little yellow dot. That indicates a less than optimal supply situation. So he's trying to pull supply from right here. So if I open up the logistics network and we look at bottlenecks, you can see there 100%, 100%, 100%, 98, 74. So he's only getting about, I don't know, 60, 65% supply. So when he made his call for supply, which I can find by going here and clicking this, he called for supply. He got, he didn't ask for any of that, but he asked for 5 fuel and he only got sent 2. Only 2 made it through that supply chain. So he's digging into his fuel reserve currently. But that's what I mean by we're tied to our logistics network, tied to our roads or trains or sealed roads or whatever. But I can only go so far from my network before I start to deplete their stock. And if we deplete that, then bad things happen. So I got maybe one more round that I can push forward a bit, and then we're going to have to reverse. And or extend the road. Those are our options. So let's turn that back off again. I do want to try to at least swing a few more points of his little area here. So let's move up and move up. And looks like we got another border right here. Sure. All right, so we secured to the water. That's good. I don't know if that ends like that or if it goes further, but we'll have to race back pretty far next round to get some re-up on our supply if I don't bring the road out this direction. So far, I don't see a reason to bring the road out, so I'm hesitant to do so. You come down this way. So I'm going to have this guy, assuming he can maintain minimal supplies, he'll dodge in, fill this in, then kind of dodge up and out to get a bit of resupply, then dodge back in, then dodge out. Let's do that first. I need to know what this looks like. Little free folk village. Man, I hope this doesn't wrap all the way around. It might. Yeah, can't tell. It might keep wrapping that way. So far, only one thing found. All right, so let's bring you. You can probably get supply to this area. Go straight. You have supply points hitting the network still. Yeah, he should be okay there. So I might get one more movement into the forest here. Then he won't be able to go any further either. Okay, so that's my outliers. Those guys are all done. I did want to attempt this off. I want to attempt this. So these two units are theoretically identical. So GR grade infantry. Both of them, they have different experience levels. I wonder how that'll work. I wonder if that might prevent me from oh, that's within the one unit. The other one, yeah, is 200 at the same experience. So let's see if it'll let me do it though. Transfer this one to that one, I guess. Yes. This screen is a little confusing. Source unit, target unit list. Put it that. Transfer. Oh, you gotta actually hit this to exit. All right. Let's reset it. I'm a little confused by this. So I think this will work. I've got one single unit now. We're back up to 4 strength. So yeah, so it worked. Still separates them out, but they're in the same unit now. But they retain their XP. Alright, so yeah, it worked. I don't think I'd be able to add this in. Oh, we got a people's hero with them. Let's try it though. Let's see what happens. So if I do this, we've got the 2 units, and if I do transfer again, machine gun to infantry, machine gun to infantry. So I want machine gun to infantry, all of it. Transfer. Yeah, look at that. All right, cool. So they're all now combined into one unit. We've got the infantry, machine gun, and infantry. The infantry are separated because they're different XP levels. So it's tracking their individual XP. That's why there's 2. If they were identical XP, it would just combine them and it would say 400 instead of 300 of this, 100 of that. So they're retaining their XP, but we've got them all grouped up into one battalion that I can move around now. So that's good. I'd rather have that than have them separated into individual units. I'd prefer one harder hitting particular unit. So that'll be pretty gnarly. Yeah, we can't do anything more with them. My 2 army groups, I believe, are still sitting. They don't have all their, yeah, they're still way low on readiness. Some worse than others, but we'll give them another round. I don't have anything in particular for them to do. These guys are all green. Actually, I can get them moving. 64. All right. Yeah, we'll let them sit one more round. So we're going to let them sit. Keep resting and recovering. You guys. Oh, I think I got another freebie. I think that's another one of those freebie units. Let's go ahead and leave you here. You will keep running back up north. That's his capital. I'm tempted. Believe me, I am so tempted just to stack up on the border, declare war, immediately surround his capital, and then just sit there for however long it takes. Just sit there. I am sorely tempted. If I could get this guy off my close border here and take that spot with the recycling unit and all the buildings he probably has in there, we might have to give it a try. Got no other pressures on me at the moment, so I could bring the full force to bear on a pretty concentrated area. I'm tempted. Alright, council objective. What do we want to research? The guns or the hit points? Padded and virus suit adds hit points to the units. Or the gun.